Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for tuning back in and watching. This is Tracy, your girl, live and in the color, coming back to you with another video. If you've been watching and you coming back watching and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to be reminded when I upload another video or when I go live. Share, like, and comment. Thank you so much. Ooh, I was eating a piece of, excuse me. Thank you so much. I ate a piece, look, couldn't even wait. I ate my boiled egg, and I don't eat the yolk. I eat the whites when I do boiled eggs. For some reason, I'm strange like that. I love eggs, but anyway. So, you guys, I have a story to tell you, and it's really bothering something. It bothered me last night. I almost did a video on it. I said, no, let me sleep this through so I can, So yesterday when I got off work, I went by the grocery store, running in the grocery store real quick. And it wasn't like a big grocery store. You know how you have one of those little small, anyway. So this gentleman was in front. I was behind. This gentleman was in front of me with his wife. Okay. I know that now, but at the time I didn't. And so he was putting this stuff on the counter and she's standing there, you know. And I said, wow. I said, I miss my grandmother. I said, I wish my grandmother was here, you know, so I can, you know, take her to the grocery store and help her out, you know. And he said, yeah. He said, but this is not my grandmother. I said, oh. He said, this is my wife. And I was, you know, I was shocked. And I said, oh. He said, yeah, I get that a lot. You know, people do that a lot. I said, no, it was just, it just caught me by surprise. And so we was finishing up, and I don't know how we got into conversation, because I find, I'm just, so anyway, I said, well, how did you meet her? He said, let me get her in the car. You pay for your stuff, and I meet you outside by your car, and I'll tell you. I said, oh, okay, because I said, would you like to do an interview? He said, no, I don't want to put myself on camera, but I'll tell you my story. I was like, oh my God, I hurried up and got my stuff, went outside, put my stuff in the trunk. He seen me, and he came to the car. We talked outside my car. And I said, thank you. I'm really interested in knowing this. And he said that he met her in prison. She wrote to him. He said that a lot of women was writing to him. And so I said, well, what was your process of elimination? What made you like her letter and get with her? And he said her age. And I said, oh. And I said, well, tell me, how long have you been in prison? He said, since he was 15. He's only been out of prison in society for 5 years sporadically since he was 15. Basically, he's been in there since a child. Okay. And I didn't want to go too deep on what happened or whatever, but he was in and out, back and forth. And so he said, the reason why I chose her is because I knew I was going to be getting out and I'm going to need some security. I've never had a job before. I worked in prison, but that's not a job. I've never lived in society. I don't have any family, really. I have family, but they can't take care of me. My mom is older. My brother, I got 2 brothers. They're doing their thing. They got children. I can't, they're not going to take care of me. He said, the young women, they just want my mandango. I said, mandango? He said, you know what I'm talking about, sister. I said, yeah, I know. They just want sex. I said, well, and companionship. But yeah, that's basically it, yes. He said, but I need security. So I chose her. And so, long story short, they did get married. They got married in prison. They've been corresponding and being married for 10 years. He finally got out. Now she's 78 years old. Her birthday's in a few months. She'll be 79. He's 47. He'll be 48 next year in a few months. She got 2 kids. She got grandkids. But the her kids, they don't like the situation. And they see through him. And he even admitted, they know, they see through me, but it is what it is. She's grown. I'm like, huh. So one thing I want to say before I finish your story is that loneliness is a dangerous place to be in. Okay. Now this woman's been married over almost 50 years of her life, and her husband passed away. Her kids don't come check on her like they should. Okay. So she's by herself. If your parents, if one passed away and you got one that's by themselves, even if they're not by themselves, spend time with your parents. Okay. Spend time with your parents. So here's the situation. He's been in prison basically all his life. Okay. This video might be a little graphic for young people, so I just want to put that disclaimer out. He's only been with men. He's only experienced men. He went to youth at the YA at 15. When he turned 21, he went to prison. And he did like 15 years. He got out for like a year or two and went back. Each time he get out, he's only out from 6 months to a year. He told me he's been out a total of 5 years since he was 15. He does not know how to survive in society. Okay? So he's with this old woman that has lived her life that, you know. So he's been cheating on her. Okay? With men. And not telling her. Okay? She's supporting him. Taking care of him. Because he doesn't know how. He has a lot of anxiety for being out in the world. Because all he knows are those walls. That's all he knows are those walls. So he's with this basically 79-year-old woman. Ruining her life. Could give her something. A disease. When you have a parent, try to spend time with your parents. There's predators out there. Okay, this is a lonely woman that was seeking some sort of companionship. Didn't want to be alone. Loneliness is a dangerous place to be in. Even if you're not older and you're younger, we're women. We want a companionship. We want that husband. We want that love. We want that friendship. We want that union. We do. But sometimes when you're lonely and you're in that space, your decisions are distorted. And you don't make the right decision. And you make your decisions based off emotions. And it happens to us. It does, young, old, it happens. And I felt so bad for this woman. So bad for her. And her kids won't have anything to do with her because she's married this man. But if you would have stepped in and spend some time with your mother. Let the kids come visit her. Maybe she wouldn't have been so as lonely. She met like younger women that basically looked at her as a money bag. Okay. There's predators out there like that. She befriended some people, and next thing you know, they want to borrow money. They need a babysitter. They need this, they need that. And she's longing so much for her own grandkids that she was taken in by this girl she met, taken in by with her kids. This story gets so much deeper. So he's been cheating on her. He said all he knows is that. That's all he knows. And I said, aren't you concerned? Do you have any kind of compassion for her? Aren't you concerned that you could bring her something? He said he already has, but he just haven't told her. He has hepatitis. And I asked him, I said, well, what about, and, because he said he didn't want to talk about that. So I'm thinking in my mind, maybe he does have the other one. He's not concerned with her. He's just concerned with himself. Okay. Now, if she passes away, he's married to her. He's going to gain everything that her and her husband worked hard for. Loneliness and despair is a dangerous place to be in. Okay, I said a prayer for that situation last night. I want you guys to say a prayer for that too. We need to pray for people that's out there that's lonely. Loneliness turns into desperation. When you be longing for that affection, that companionship, that when you're longing for, spend time with your parents. And for the young people that are seeking that marriage, that man, and it's not, and I can't say what to do, but please be careful. Please be careful and watch out for those red flags, for those signs. Because we get signs all the time. There's red flags that we get, but we don't pay attention to them. Pay attention to those red signs. To those red flags. Pay attention to your gut. When your gut tell you it ain't right, when it don't feel good inside, and you be feeling a certain type of way, pay attention. That is a sign. That is a sign. That is a sign. Okay? So now he's with this woman, 79 years old, having sexual intercourse with her, not telling her what he has, using her for his own personal gain. He is institutionalized. Damn, I cannot say that word. Institutionalized. You know what I'm trying to say. Because I'm upset and I can't get my words out. He told me he wants to go back to prison. He wants to go back. Because in there, he was the man. He ran the place in there. He was top dog. He'd rather just get packages, phone calls, and visits. That's all he knows. Out here in society, it scares him. He doesn't know how to be free. He does not know how. Sad. Sad story. I wanted to share that today. Sad story. Sad. Basing your decisions when you're in an emotional state is dangerous. When you upset or sad or depressed, if there's anybody you can talk to whoever you can. Don't make no decision when you're in an emotional state, because you're going to pay for it later. The decisions we make today, we pay for tomorrow. I said that before. Be careful who you deal with. Be careful who you let in. Be careful who you befriend. Be careful who you let into you, into your world, into your circle, into your life, into your body. This woman was just lonely, to the point to where she started writing to someone in prison. That's how desperate and lonely she was. She's been with her husband all these years, and now she's living alone, and her kids don't even come visit her like they should. A couple times a year. Talk to her on the phone for a minute. They don't like talking on the phone. They like texting. She don't know how to text. So they call her for a minute. You guys send some good vibes out for that situation. We spoke outside my car for about probably 30 minutes, just talking. I was listening to him and the stuff he was saying and how he's cheating on her and doing things, and he wants to go back to prison. And he says that he's thinking about doing something stupid just to go back, because he don't know how to live outside those walls. Be careful who you befriend. Be careful who you let in. Join some kind of talk groups, support groups, community programs. Find something to do. Go play bingo. That's cheap. Bingo. Go do something to keep yourself busy. If you have children, young children, you're single, start doing more things with them. Get involved in their life. Get involved with them. Find something to do to keep because eventually you're going to find that person's going to come along when it's your time. When it's your time. Okay? When it's your time, God, the universe, will put you together. You guys will meet up some kind of way. But don't go looking for it. Let it happen. Because when you search for trouble, you find it. Let it happen. It will happen. The universe will draw you guys together. Okay? That's just what I wanted to say today. I wanted to share that little story. I hope you guys have a good day. Throw good vibes out there for that situation. Excuse me. And think about what I said about loneliness and despair. Try to do, read a book, do something. Talk to someone. Join a support group. Okay? I wish you guys a happy Tuesday. I'm just drinking my coffee. I already ate my egg, my boiled egg. And I'm trying to watch these carbs. I got to take it one day at a time. So, you guys, I'll come back to you for lunchtime. Hopefully, I'm in the garage today, so I might not. So, we'll see how it goes, okay? But until then, keep your head up, chest out, nose at a level. You don't want your nose in the air. You want to keep it at a level, okay? Have a good day. Peace out.